$150,000 a year sounds like a lot of money until you actually have a family. Because on paper, that number looks good. People hear 150,000 and think, "Oh, you're fine. You're comfortable. You shouldn't be stressed about money." But real life does not care how good the number sounds. The mortgage still comes out. The car payment still comes out. Groceries still cost way more than you thought. Insurance keeps going up. The kids need new shoes. Some school form comes home asking for money. The car makes a weird noise. And somehow, after 2 paychecks come in, the bank account still looks tired. And that is the part nobody wants to say out loud. A family can make good money and still feel like they are one surprise bill away from panic. Not because they are lazy, not because they are stupid, not because they are out here buying yachts and gold toilets. Most families are just trying to live a normal life. A house, a car, food, kids, bills paid. Maybe one vacation if everything goes right. But somehow, normal life got expensive. Really expensive. And as a dad, I feel like money hits different when you have a family. Because it is not just about buying stuff. It is about peace. It is about not arguing over money. It is about being able to say yes to your kids without feeling guilty. It is about opening the banking app and not feeling your heart drop. That is the real goal. Not looking rich. Just breathing a little. Here's where a lot of families get caught. The income goes up, but the bills go up right behind it. And sometimes they go up faster. You get a better job. You make more money. And for a little while, it feels amazing. You finally stop worrying about every tiny purchase. You move to a better neighborhood. You get a safer car. You buy better food. You let the kids do more activities. You start saying yes more often. And honestly, that is normal. Nobody works hard just to live like they are broke forever. But the problem is, a lot of upgrades do not stay one-time upgrades. They turn into monthly bills. A bigger house is not just a bigger house. It is higher taxes, higher utilities, higher repairs, more furniture, more stuff breaking. A newer car is not just a newer car. It is a car payment, higher insurance, more expensive tires, more expensive repairs. And kids' activities? Man, the sign-up fee is just the beginning. Then comes the uniform, the shoes, the equipment, the snacks, the gas, the weekend tournaments, the "Dad, I need this by tomorrow" moment. And you were just standing there like, of course you do. Because apparently money grows on the kitchen counter now. That is how the budget gets heavy. Not from one crazy decision. It is usually a bunch of normal decisions stacked on top of each other. The house, the cars, the food, the kids, the insurance, the subscriptions, the random Target run that somehow turns into $90. And suddenly, $150,000 does not feel like $150,000 anymore. Because you do not feel your salary. You feel what is left. And for a lot of families, there is not much left. This one happens all the time. A family has 2 incomes, and from the outside, people think, "Oh, they must be doing great." But inside the house, that second income can disappear fast if it does not have a job. It comes into the checking account, and then life just starts eating it. A little more takeout, a few more Amazon orders, a better phone plan, a streaming service here, a subscription there, better groceries, more coffee, more convenience, more "we deserve this." And listen, sometimes you do deserve it. After working all week, dealing with kids, bills, traffic, homework, laundry, and everything else, I understand why people order food. Sometimes takeout is not laziness. Sometimes takeout is survival. But survival mode gets expensive when it becomes the normal routine. That second paycheck should be powerful. It should help the family get ahead. It should attack debt, build savings, invest, create breathing room. But if it just sits in the checking account with no plan, it usually turns into lifestyle. And nobody notices until the end of the month. Then you look at the account like, wait, where did it go? That is why money needs a job before life gives it one. Because life will always find a place for your money. Always. The kids need something. The house needs something. The car needs something. You need something. Your spouse needs something. And before you know it, that second income is gone. Not wasted on one big thing, just absorbed by normal life. One of the hardest parts about managing money as a parent is that spending on your family does not feel like spending. It feels like love. When your kid needs shoes, you buy the shoes. When they want to join a sport, you want to say yes. When there is a birthday party, you buy the gift. When school asks for money, you send the money. When your spouse is tired, you try to make life easier. When everyone is exhausted, you order dinner. And none of that feels wrong, because you are not trying to show off, you are trying to take care of your people. That is what makes family finances so emotional. It is not just math, it is guilt, love, pressure, comparison, tiredness, and wanting your kids to have a good life. But here is the hard truth. Even good intentions need a budget, because if every yes turns into another expense, the money will break eventually. And parents hate saying no. I get it. Nobody wants to feel like the cheap parent. Nobody wants their kid to feel left out. Nobody wants to say, we can't afford that, especially when you are working hard. Because in your head, you are thinking, I work too hard to tell my kids no all the time. But saying yes to everything can quietly steal your peace. Sometimes the most loving thing is not buying more. Sometimes the most loving thing is getting the family stable, less stress, less debt, more savings, more calm in the house. That matters too. Kids do not just need stuff, they need parents who are not financially drowning. Debt is one of the biggest reasons good income families still feel broke, because debt makes life feel affordable today, but it steals from tomorrow. The car feels affordable because it is only monthly payments. The furniture feels affordable because it is 0% for 12 months. The vacation feels affordable because it goes on the card. The phone feels affordable because it is added to the bill. Buy now, pay later makes everything feel harmless. $20 here, $40 there, $75 a month, $120 a month. No big deal, right? Until all those no big deal payments start standing in line waiting for your paycheck. And now your money is gone before you even get to use it. Part of your paycheck belongs to the mortgage, part belongs to the car, part belongs to the credit cards, part belongs to student loans, part belongs to medical bills, part belongs to old decisions. That is a heavy way to live. And the crazy part is, from the outside, everything might look fine. Nice car, nice house, nice clothes. Family pictures look great. But behind the scenes, the paycheck is already spoken for. That is why income is not the same as wealth. Income is what comes in. Wealth is what stays. A family can make $150,000 a year and still build nothing if almost all of it goes right back out. That is the part that hurts. You can be working hard, making decent money, doing everything you thought you were supposed to do, and still feel like you are running on a treadmill, moving fast, getting tired, but not really going anywhere. So what actually helps? First, look at the numbers without lying to yourself. Not in a shameful way, not like, oh, we are terrible with money. No, just be honest. For 30 days, track where the money goes. Everything. Mortgage, rent, cars, groceries, gas, insurance, eating out, subscriptions, kids, shopping, credit cards, random stuff, especially random stuff. Because random stuff is where money goes to disappear. Do it for 30 days, not forever, just long enough to see the truth. Most families do not need more guilt. They need clarity. Second, separate the big bills from the flexible spending. Because sometimes people blame coffee when the real problem is the car payment. Or they blame eating out when the real problem is that the mortgage is too high. Small spending matters, but big fixed bills can crush a family before the month even starts. Third, give the second income a real job. Do not let it float around. Maybe part goes to debt, part goes to savings, part goes to investing, part goes to fun. That is fine. But decide before the money comes in. Because if you wait until the end of the month to save what is left, there might be nothing left. Fourth, have one short money meeting a week. 15 minutes. That is it. What came in? What went out? What bills are coming? What surprised us? What do we need to change? No yelling, no blaming, no acting like one person is the villain. The goal is to get on the same team. Because when money is stressful, couples can start fighting each other, when really, they should be fighting the problem together. That one shift can change the whole mood in the house. Here's the truth. A lot of families are not broke because they do not make money. They feel broke because the money has no room to breathe. The bills got too big. The second income got absorbed. The kids always need something. Convenience became normal. Debt stacked up. And lifestyle creep happened slowly. Not overnight, slowly. That is why it is so dangerous. Nobody wakes up and says, "Today I want to financially stress out my family." It happens one normal decision at a time. But the good news is, you can fix it the same way. One decision at a time. Track the money. Cut one bill. Cancel one thing. Cook at home one more night. Pay extra on one debt. Build one small emergency fund. Say no to one thing that does not really matter. Keep the older car a little longer. Stop trying to impress people who are not paying your bills. That last one is big, because half the pressure comes from comparison. Other people's cars, other people's houses, other people's vacations, other people's kids doing every activity. But you do not know what is behind the picture. You might be comparing your real budget to somebody else's credit card balance. So do what gives your family peace, not what makes you look rich. Peace is underrated. Having money left over is underrated. Sleeping better at night is underrated. Not panicking over a surprise bill is underrated. That is the goal, not to look rich, to have options, to have breathing room, to take care of your family without feeling like every paycheck disappears. And you do not have to fix everything this month. Just start telling the truth about the numbers. That is where the change starts. One paycheck at a time. One better decision at a time. One little bit of breathing room at a time. If your family makes decent money but still feels broke, comment below. What is eating up the most money in your house? Housing? Cars? Groceries? Debt? Kids' expenses? Or does it feel like everything at once?